I salute you, Britain's multitaskers. It's a production.
This is a message.
Oh, bit of jazz, just to get us going for the day. Welcome to Comedy Sports. Please welcome to the screen, Kate McCabe.
Way! Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming along to watch today's Friday afternoon match. It's 12:30 British summertime, as I was chastised into learning the other day. It's no longer Greenwich Mean Time, British summertime. We're about to play a... You know what? I am loving it.
Oh, I feel like I've set
jazz,
up
by
a
the way.
really relaxed start to the show. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
I think it's a very good thing. It put me feeling like a lounge lizard, which I think is the energy you want from your referee.
From your afternoon show.
Wish I had like a hairy chest and like a gold medallion right now.
It can happen.
Maybe. I have a cat in the other room. Anyway, welcome to Comedy Sports. A lot of friendly and familiar faces in the chat. We've got Rob is there. Hi, Rob. Fancy seeing you again. At least one of the Ryans is here. Daisy's here. I'm assuming the rest of the Ryan clan are skulking around at the very least in the background. Siobhan's here, as always, a stalwart of the show. Thanks for joining us. What you are about to see is going to be Comedy Sports. I just lost my train of thought because everyone on my screen is frozen, and then I realized they're not on screen just yet. That's just pictures of them that they have as placeholders until they come on screen.
Are you okay, Kate?
Don't ask. That's the one. That picture that you've just put up. I was like, Braun's not moving. It's because it's a photograph.
No one else can see it except you.
Right. It's the Zoom. You know, on Zoom, you can have a picture of yourself for when you're not at the meeting, but there's like a picture of you. It's like when Clint Eastwood does a paper mache head in the bed. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Hi, Marianne says, I adore you, but I don't want to see you with a hairy chest and a gold medallion. You know what? I think you're quite right, Marianne. I will take your advice. my cat appreciates it too. Lynn is here. Hello, Lynn. There's hope. My mom's iPad is dead, so I'm commenting for the both of us. Good, at least. Oh, my mom's here. Hi, Mom. Anyway, what you're about to see is a red team versus a blue team. We're going to play some improv games for you. You're going to be integral to who succeeds in this match because they're depending on your quality suggestions and also on your votes. You're going to help determine who wins each game. Speaking of suggestions, we do have a couple of fouls that I, as the referee, can call. One is the brown bag foul, and that is a foul that we have to ensure that this remains comedy for everyone. We want to make sure kids can watch this as well as the elderly and cats and dogs and the birds chirping at your windows. We're going to keep the suggestion sort of at a PG level, so make sure you do that, or else I might call the brown bag foul. The other one is the groaner foul. That has happened on these Zoom matches. People deliver puns that are so terrible that even from a virtual distance, you are like, no, this does not stand. And we call a groaner foul on them. We'll see if that happens today. Braun, you're our announcer. Do you have an example of a groaner foul? You're muted. There we go.
Sorry, I was doing something else. I'm trying to think of what I've already done. Okay, why was the sand wet?
Why?
Because the seaweed.
No! Get out of here, Braun! Put that picture back up. Okay. That is an example of a groaner foul. If it happened, the offending player would have the chance to apologize. But you all know this, because you're all people that are very savvy in the way of comedy sports. Braun, shall we bring on the teams? I'm going to assume that she agrees. Play us on and introduce our red and blue players. Goodbye!
Okay, so please welcome to the screens. Your red team, we've got Felix Janeway and Ashton. And our blue team. That's grim. We got blue team, we got Darlie Tibby and Captain John Cooper. And please welcome back to the screen your referee for this afternoon, Kate McCabe.
Okay, I'm back. I played a match last night in Philadelphia, if you can believe it or not. And that lasted until about 2 a.m, British summertime. And I'm
so late.
So late. But we had a good time. A good time was had by all. Anywho, hi, red team and blue team captains. We've got to do a coin toss to see which one of you is going to choose the first game. So for this virtual coin toss, whoever can find a coin and show it to me first wins.
Now, I will live in Fallout.
What is that a coin for? Is that a bottle cap?
That looks like a bottle cap to me.
That's
You
a bottle.
played Fallout. You've played Fallout.
I have not. So get out of here. With
I think
that
Ash
reference.
still won though. By the way.
Ash won for sure.
I
Nice
have
try
a
there,
euro.
Felix tried to appeal to my nerdy side, but what Felix didn't realize is I've been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey for the last 3 months. I haven't
What do
played
they
Fallout.
use as currency?
Drachme.
Uh,
Anyway.
Brown bag, pal.
Ash, you have won by producing a coin, which I'm assuming was a euro. Braun has an American dollar pulling at my heartstrings. It's worth no money over here right now. Okay, so, Ash, what's the game we're going to play? And if you don't know, I'll tell you.
I think that we're going to play Calls from Grandma.
That is correct. We're going to play the game of Calls from Grandma, which I like to call Gramophone. Braun hates it when players rename games to unofficial names. So that's the last time I'll drop it in there. Calls from Grandma is a game where I'm going to get your initials or just a chosen couple of letters that you want to throw into the chat. So in the chat, give me initials and also drop a few one-syllable words in there as well. I may give them a rhyming round. Oh, she's gurring at me from the chat. I thank God we're in separate houses. So initials, what's going to happen is they're going to take a call from Grandma, as you do nowadays and hopefully forever because you love talking to your grandma. However, none of us like being tethered to the phone. So we're going to pass it off to other players, but the other players are going to be labeled a character from the preceding person. So for example, if the initials I took were OT, I might say, oh, Grandma, that's nice talking to you, but I've got this occupational therapist that wants to talk to you. Okay? And if they run out of ways to use those initials, if I hear a repeat or if I just don't like it, they are going to rotate out. And, well, they're not going to rotate. The whole thing's a rotation. But Braun's going to keep track of when people mess up, quite frankly. That's how this is played. Okay. Braun, are you ready to keep track of when people mess up?
Yes.
And players, who is starting from each team, please? Let's get the order cemented.
We
Who's
will
first?
have Felix starting for the Reds.
So it goes Felix and then
Myself.
Felix Dalu.
Cutter.
Katia Mikabe, thank you. So it's Felix and then Dalu. And then Ash and then John.
That is maths.
So don't forget where you come in the square of passing the phone around. Okay, I've got plenty of suggestions coming on in here. So we're going to take Rob's initials first. The first set of initials we're taking is RH or H if you're that way. Okay, players, are you ready?
yes.
And off you go.
Hi, Grandma. How are you? Yeah, I know. You've been inside for a long time. Oh, 1 second. Oh, yeah, a rushed hedgehog is here to talk to you. Okay, bye.
Hiya, Grandma. I can't really talk. I'm really in a rush. But hold on. I can see someone with rusty hair.
Hi, Grandma. No, the oil can never arrived, so my hair's still as bad as it was. But I can see a robbing highwayman wants to talk to you.
Hi, Grandma. How you doing? Really good to hear from you. I can't stop now because there's a shepherd over there. Well, he says he's a shepherd. I think he's more of a rabbit herder.
And that is out because Felix is on mute.
No!
Ooh, it's gotta hurt. Ooh.
Sorry, Ash.
I tell you what, I like how that started as well. Felix was like, Grandma, you've been inside for a long time. I'm assuming Grandma's calling from prison.
Absolutely.
This game has reverted back to Grand Theft Auto. It's now Graham Theft Auto.
Well,
Anyway, now let's take another set of initials. Dalu, you're going to start the square. The square remains in the same order, but you are just first up in this one. We're going to take the initials of S for Sierra and W for Winchester. I don't know the alphabet. Okay, and off we go.
Hiya, Grandma. Hiya. Yeah, I really can't hear you, Grandma. Oh, no. I've got a stormy wind on the phone.
Grandma, I've got a sweating wombat wants to talk to you.
Oh, hi, Grandma. It's really nice to see you. I'll have to go, though.
I'm pretty sure wombats have Australian accents, so that was not realistic enough for me. That is a call out. Oh, Chris is in the chat. Hi, Chris from ComedySportz New York, I believe. Or at least I hope that's the same Chris. If not, still hi to you anyway. But let's get another suggestion, another pair of initials. We're gonna put 3 initials into it. I'm gonna take 3 from Hope. She gave 4, but I'm taking 3. It'll be too hard. Especially at this time of day. M-U-T. M-U-T, like mutt, but only 1 T, okay? M-U-T. And we're going to start. Who was after John, technically? Was it Felix? All right, Felix is starting.
Oh. Hi, Grandma. Yeah, have you got anything from the yard, in the exercise yard? Oh, great. Oh, look, it looks like a massive uniformed T-Rex is here to talk to you.
Grandma! Grandma! I've got to go, Grandma. I really can't talk. I've got a miscellaneous umbrella trim.
That was too long. It was too many ums. Even though is part of the initials, I could have accepted.
Oh, could have
And
done
just
that.
Ash just constantly waiting, going.
Well, I was really gearing up my acting range to cover what Dalu was going to throw at me there.
ComedySportz players always ready for the worst. Now, let's take
And
a
I
rhyme.
am the worst.
Chris put a rhyming word in that I think will yield a bounty of comedic material, and that is soup. So all your characters have to rhyme. At least the second or third word has to rhyme with the word soup. Okay, Ash, you're going to start. And off we go.
Hi, Grandma. Yeah, still got that 80s phone. There's a basketball hoop that wants to talk to you.
Hey, Grandma. Really nice to hear from you. Yeah, I'm really tall now, but I gotta go because Betty Boop's here and she wants to talk to you.
Grandma, hey! Oh, my! Hey, there's someone who wants to talk to you. It's a pile of goop.
Oh, Grandma, I'm a pile of goop. Oh, but I'm going to pass you to my friend Loop. Oh.
Whoa, yeah, Grandma. No, my balance problems haven't been sorted out yet. But I've got to talk later because a chicken coop is on the phone.
Bark, Grandma. Can talk to you, but I can't because the whole swimming troupe has come round to visit.
Grandma, we're so wet. Yeah, got my nose plug off. Grandma, what you doing today? Oh, wait, an improv troupe's trying to talk to you.
Oh dear.
That is second usage of the word troupe, even though I would have loved to see Dalu play everyone in
In ComedySportz.
I am gonna come back on screen now. It was good fun, everyone. I really enjoyed that. And we saw Betty Boop right before our eyes. Marianne loved it. Okay, I'm gonna go over to Braun. Show us the scores. What happened?
There we go. Right. So the scores are currently 2 to the blue team, 2 to the red team. With Ethan Stevens.
That happens all the time. All right, so the last person to win, I think, was Ash. So we're going to give it to the red team to choose to play or pass. So Ash, play or pass?
Did I miss anything? Because my internet connection is unstable and everybody just froze.
We're in the middle of new choice right now, so if you could stay in the scene, that would be amazing.
Well, I think we will pass whilst my internet connection sorts itself out.
Sort yourself out. Blue team, step up to the field. Okay, so Captain John, what would you like to do?
I think we'll play what you just said, and we'll play the game of new choice.
Oh, brilliant! I'm like totally prescient. Okay, so in the game of new choice, what I need for suggestions is just a basic scene suggestion. So to inform our scene, let's have a relationship between two people. It could be something like twin sisters, or it could be something like postman and dog. Relationship. Give us one. You're in many of them every day. In the game of new choice, I get to kind of decide the direction of the scene, because if they say something that I'm not 100% happy with, I'm going to blow the whistle and I'm going to keep demanding a new choice until they land on one that I like, that fulfills the potential of the scene, and then I'll let it play. So as an example, John, what are you having for lunch today?
I'm having a wrap with cheese.
New choice.
I'm having a bap with pickles.
New choice.
I'm having half a rhinoceros.
And that's the way the scene would continue. All right. Oh my God. The suggestions are rolling in, and they are amazing already. These are some good ones. I got a good one from Lynn, Rob, Chris. Nice. All right, we're gonna take Marianne's. I think this is packed with potential. Flight attendant and pilot. Ooh. Players, are you ready?
Yes. Pilot Smith. There's trouble with the left side engine. I was just back there and I could see that there was smoke coming out of it.
This is your captain speaking. We are at an altitude of 0 feet because we haven't taken off.
Dalu, new choice.
We are at 10,000 feet and an emergency has occurred and we're going to need everybody to jump off the plane. Stewardess, get everybody.
Calm down. I'm sure we'll get through this.
John, new choice, John.
Get really excitable. I'm sure we'll all...
New choice, John.
What are we gonna do?
New choice, John.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine.
It's not. I'm so scared. I wasn't trained for this. I cheated on my test.
Dalu, new choice.
I am so prepared for this. So,
emergency.
The end is here. They've come to take us away. Stewardess, get the whiskey.
Get the whiskey. All right. Where did you keep it?
In the dungeon below.
Dalu, new choice.
Just in the cellar, stewardess, right next to the rosé. It's in first class. If you just head towards the back of the plane, passing, those people.
First class. Okay, I'll go and get it. But I just want to check that you're okay. You're looking a little bit ill.
John, new choice.
You're looking really happy that we're going to crash.
New choice.
You're looking like you're getting dressed up to go to a party.
How did you guess? It's a pilot's party. We tend to celebrate every time we've actually had a successful landing.
I just had a look out the back, and the smoke's gone. I think we're going to be all right.
Oh.
Sean, new choice.
I just had a look out the back, and the entire rear section of the aeroplane has disappeared.
New choice.
I've just had a look out the back, and I can see Indiana Jones and some chickens in a crate. I think we're on the wrong plane.
And that's where I like to leave it, full of the potential of an Indiana Jones sequel that will undoubtedly be better than Crystal Skull. Okay. Braun says this scene is terrifying. I hope you feel comforted by the end, knowing that Indiana Jones was there to save the day. No, that didn't work for you. Think of Harrison Ford. He's very handsome. Okay. Doesn't do it for you? Even me. I'm like, that man's handsome.
I think it's Sean. Sean thinks he is Harrison Ford. So
Sean thinks he's Harrison Ford. I love it. I'm gonna tease the heck out of him.
He's not shown this off yet, but he's bought Han Solo cosplay.
Excuse me?
I have no
Excuse
idea
me,
why he just was suddenly wearing it one day.
You need to tell us more. I'm at the edge of my seat here.
No, Dalu, no.
That's literally it. I was just like, oh.
Let it lie.
I
Let it
can't.
die.
My mind is a
Anyway.
dark place.
Back
Okay,
to the match.
That was the red team game. Oh, sorry, the blue team game. Beg your pardon. Of new choice. Please keep that in mind, what you saw, because the red team is ready to play. Captain Ash, how's your tech? All right.
Only joking. It seems to be okay at the moment.
Excelente.
So I think we would like to play Pechakuchu.
That's good. Close enough. The
Close
game
enough.
Pechakucha is going to be set up by Braun. She's got some images that you haven't seen yet. What we need from you in the chat is we need the subject that a fun or interesting TED Talk would be delivered for. So previous ones I think have been about like the train system in the UK, and some have been about like naming cats or something. There's been all sorts of nonsense that has cropped up. So Sean has come out to say, Marianne, the Han Solo cosplay is not yet finished. Okay, well, who shot first? Anyway, we need a subject of a TED Talk. What's going to happen is these players are going to see images that they have not yet seen before, and they're just going to roll with those punches. They are two professionals that are there at a conference to give this lecture, this seminar with the aid of visual prompts, and they just have to pretend that these were the slides that were loaded up and ready to go, and they're ready for it. They're going to make it fit within their topic. Ooh, that's a good one, Lynn. I might take that. This is going to be a TED Talk on how to work Zoom. Okay?
Okay.
So, Braun, are you ready? And players, off you go.
So thank you for coming to my TED Talk today. I have my lovely wife with me, Felicity. When setting up a Zoom call, the first thing you will want to do is make sure that you are wearing appropriate attire for the meeting. That might mean you want to wear a nice little hat to add a bit of spice to your meeting. You may want to make sure that you've got a comfortable chair with you, because standing up for the entire Zoom meeting will leave you feeling a bit peppered out.
Oh, that's right, Alan. Yes. And also, when you're having a Zoom meeting, make sure everyone who's in the room is as close together as possible so they fit in front of the camera. That way, we really feel like we're connected and not just in separate spaces.
Felicity, thank you. So you may want to change your appearance throughout the meeting to make yourself look a bit more jovial, because it's very easy to be sitting there and not thinking about your facial expressions. It's important to look happy and engaged in the meeting, a bit like the three people you see on the screen to the left. The two people on the right, they look a bit psychotic. That is not the look.
Now, Alan, sometimes it's awful when you're in the Zoom meeting and you know, everyone's just saying whatever they want. You've got to make sure that you don't feel like you're in a dungeon. You can leave at any time. It's absolutely fine. Don't worry.
Oh, horses. Who hasn't got used to their colleagues' horses bursting into the room while they're in the middle of a Zoom call? It's just become a standard way of life now. And the last thing that you should do is pay any attention to it, because horses are, at the end of the day, attention fiends. And the more
Oh, the more you think about it, actually, when you meet, for instance, you have the Bald Club there on the Zoom. When they meet together, it's always much more fun when you stroke the beard as well. So make sure that your beard is fully available.
Of course, Zoom runs best on Windows. We all know that. And in fact, it is a great system. I don't know why people complain so much. So,
oh, Alan, that's so right. And by the way, thank you for the flowers last night. I really felt like you deserved it.
yeah, well, you're welcome. And it had nothing to do with that beautiful lady I was dancing with at the wedding.
Now's a fine time to tell me, Alan. A beautiful lady.
Uh-oh, it looks like Alan is in trouble. And that brings us to an end of Pechakucha. I just really enjoyed having a real behind-the-scenes look at the Bald Club.
Finally.
You know, within groups, there's always, like, subcultures. And the Bald Club is definitely one of ComedySportz.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Absolutely. And we all want to be there. We're just a clipper away from it.
Honestly. Well, not with the chest hair that I'm planning on growing.
Fair point.
Right. So, we saw two games, a red game and a blue game. We saw a new choice, and we saw Pechakucha. Both excellent. Made me giggle. But you need to vote. Vote now. Red or blue. And while those votes are being tallied, I'm going to tell you what's in store over the next few days. So, tomorrow we have our 7 o'clock show, but it is a special show. It's our LGBT show, and all of the proceeds for that show, any donations that come in, are going to go to the Pride Trust. And what's the other organization? Is it called Pride Noir? Bronze.
No, it's actually for the Proud Trust and
Proud
Rainbow
Trust.
Noir.
Rainbow Noir. I always mess up the names of it. That's why Bronze here. She knows. Anyway, it's going to two good charities. That's what you need to know. It's going to be full of players that are from the LGBT community, from here in Manchester, myself included, but also we've got players from Chicago and Chicago and Chicago and other cities as well. There's loads that are coming in to join us. It's going to be really fun. We've even got one of my favorite referees joining us. It'll be wonderful. Anyway, that is on Saturday. We also are collecting today for Black Lives Matters. So if you're donating today, consider donating to Black Lives Matter. The link will be in the chat on YouTube here. And we are also hawking our new merchandise, which are mugs. Mugs that have a very, very special in-joke. If you've been watching the ComedySportz Manchester Zoom shows, you know that we are constantly having to tell Lucas how to use his drinkware because he's always drinking cold drinks out of mugs, and it ain't right. And we're selling mugs. If you donate 15 pounds or more, you get a mug, and it'll be full of fun little bonus prizes as well.
Annoyingly, I still don't have an image ready, but
mugs,
they look really good, and they're in the post, so they should be here any day.
Excellente. Daisy says blue was terrifying. I think everyone's probably a little unsettled. That's partially my fault because I made them with their new choices go that way. But I think I'm going to say this is a good choice. Pechakucha was a joy to watch. It's a red victory. That is a red victory for today. It's first Scene Game Challenge. Braun, what are the scores?
Well, that means the red team are now on 7, blue team are on 2, red team is currently in the lead.
Wunderbar. And Ash, that means you get to choose. Would you like to play or pass?
Did we lose Ash?
Yeah, I think I disappeared
like
again.
I'm hearing some like country music in the
I'm just
background.
putting a bit of
hearing
music
some country music.
to block it out.
Okay. That has rattled us all. Ash, would you like to play or pass?
I think I'll give my internet connection a rest for 2 seconds, clear out the pipes.
You're gonna pass. We're gonna see the blue team come back in. Blue team, you've got some making up to do. What would you like to play?
We have got some making up to do, so I think we're going to do a guessing game, and I think we're going to do Art Critic.
Good choice, John. A solid skill set of yours, if you don't mind saying. So, we need, in the suggestions, first of all, I'm going to ask Dalu to not look at anything. If Dalu can turn around and not be paying attention to what's happening over here just yet, because Dalu's doing the guessing in this.
Dalu turned everything around.
Yeah, he turned the world around. So, in this game of Art Critic, I need 3 things from you, the people watching. I need a famous person.
Dalu, sit down and face away.
Yeah.
Like a naughty boy. Keep going. Keep turning around. There. Thank you.
Okay, good. That's perfect. So, famous person. We need an activity that famous person is doing, and we need a location that famous person is doing the activity in. So it's going to be a famous person doing something in a place. Those are the 3 things we need, and that is what John is going to draw. So the sillier or more absurd we can make it, the better. John's going to draw it to his best of his ability, and Dalu is going to be the art critic that is going to be guessing what those 3 things are in his criticism of the picture that we are seeing created. Ooh, very good. Hi, Ant Bear. I didn't notice Ant Bear was here. Ooh, this is good. I'm taking this one. All right. So, Braun, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, do you want them on paper or should I private chat you?
You can private chat if that's easier for you to do with your green screen.
That's what we're doing.
Okay. So I'm going to private chat, Braun and John, right? Okay. So, taking that.
Then I'm going to share it.
I see. So I can just private
screen,
chat you and John.
Which is why Dalu is looking away.
This makes sense to me. I just didn't know for sure. I was up until 2 a.m. last night being a big old comedy sports player.
Good save.
Thanks. Okay, so here we go. Oh, Braun will like this one. I love it. Very good. Okay. Wonderful. You guys are really good at your suggestions, and I love them all. And I'm gonna put them to Braun right now. In the chat, Braun privately. These are my thinking noises. Okay. Okay. All right, so Braun is going to put that into... Okay, great. So everyone has seen that. Those are the 3 things. John, you've seen that?
I have seen that, yes.
Okay, great. John is going to share a screen right now. Dalu, you may turn around, and I am going to give you 3 minutes to guess this art transformation. And I will tweet in if you guess one correctly so that you know that you've nailed it. Okay?
Right, darling, right.
Off we go.
That's just an absolutely fantastic show, and we just thank you all for attending today. As you can see, the strokes of this particular artist, it's absolutely fabulous. I mean, the way he embodies the persona of what can only be an athlete of sorts, perhaps one that is a runner. But what you get from this particular artist is how he conveys the intensity of the climate. Now, with this particular runner, we do take on board that he may have only one leg, but that doesn't stop him from achieving everything that he needs to do in life. Now, some may confuse this person for a Star Wars character. Perhaps Harrison Ford running...
That's correct. Keep going.
Running away from what I can only imagine is Kate McCabe's chest hair. Now, as you see, Harrison Ford is traveling on roller skates. So I assume he's roller skating.
Yes.
Correct. 1.5 minute left.
Excellent. Now, the artist's impression is fantastic when it comes to locations and geographical areas. Now, this may look to you like a twister, Matt, with Kate McCabe's chest hair and Harrison Ford playing Twister. But in fact, what you will see from this specific location, it's some sort of tunnel. Now, it could be a cave between dimensions, some would say. It could be an access route to Gillette shaving systems for one's chest hair, some would say. But as you can see, this is a cave-like dwelling, perhaps stuck between a rock and a hard place.
30 seconds left.
Two black mountains, Alps. He's roller skating. Harrison Ford is roller skating in the Alps. Harrison Ford is roller skating in space, in a black hole, in the galaxy, in the in a cruise ship, spaceship.
Yes, he is in ship. Holy cow! I can't believe right at the end of time there, Dalu has absolutely nailed that. Dalu, just to repeat the 3 things you saw. Who was the famous person?
Oh, that was Harrison Ford.
And what was he doing?
Bronze activity, skating.
Oh, skating. And where was he doing it?
On a spaceship.
Yes, I was
running
so
away
glad
from your chest hair.
that you didn't say space boat. That's what I remember. Space boat. Well done, pal. All right, so that's 3 points to the blue team just for getting those 3 extra challenges that they set for themselves, which brings them up to 5. But we have yet to see the red team game, so we need to see which game we prefer at the end of this. Ash, what are you going to play?
We are going to play a little game I like to call, because that's its name, Changing Styles.
Wonderful. In the chat, I need from you different types of genres. And by genre, of course, I mean things like film noir, sci-fi, that kind of thing. So hit me up with some genres. They can be television, film, or theater. And also hit me up with some human emotions, as opposed to, I don't know, cat emotions. Oh, you know what? I'll take cat emotions as well.
Hungriness for tuna.
Yeah. Just transparency, quite frankly. I know when she's showing me affection is all she wants. Okay. So, let's get those rolling into the chat. In the meantime, Ash, how's Germany?
It's hot. It's back up to about 28 degrees today.
28 degrees, Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, and that's in real temperature, not in Fahrenheit, because that would be cold.
All right, how do I turn Ash off? That's a double entendre. I didn't mean to. Is Braun? Is that like Braun? I feel like Braun, like that's you just singing a song. This doesn't even sound
I
like
don't
a
know what I'm
recorded
playing. I can't hear it. This one's called the Solar System, so that seems relevant.
It was
Okay.
about butterflies, apparently.
Yeah, thanks for asking, Kate. Leeds is lovely.
Aw, Felix. You know what? Everyone say something nice to Felix in the chat, and I'll read out some of the compliments because I ignored you. You're going to get a compliment parade.
Yes.
All right, so...
It's the best city I know of with a double E in the middle of the name.
Oh, okay, in the middle, because I'm from Erie, Pennsylvania, and I have 2 E's, but they're...
Yeah, but, you know, yeah, it's a different category.
You're on thin ice, Ash. All right, so we've got loads of things coming into the chat, so we're going to start. I'm going to just scroll up, and I'm going to get you a scene suggestion from earlier in the chat, and that'll make it easier. I'm going to take one of the rhyming words from earlier. Let's see. Lynn Griffiths earlier just dropped the word bat into the chat. That rhymes. Delicious rhymes. So your scene suggestion is bat, and when I blow the whistle, I am going to give you a genre or emotion, and you've got to layer that on top of the scene. Okay? Players,
Okay.
are you ready?
Yes.
Jimmy,
So-
have you got
no,
your
no,
bat?
no, you
Jimmy,
thanks.
come on.
Oh,
I know
oh,
you've been worried about it, but it's your first big game. Just be excited.
It's too heavy.
No, Jimmy, whatever you do is going to be great. You just swing that bat with all your heart, and if you touch a ball,
Thriller.
then that will mean that things were starting to be in shape.
Oh, okay. Oh, has this bat always had teeth? Oh, it's good.
Medical drama.
Oh, it's pierced
Penny!
my carotid artery.
Quick, nurse, apply pressure immediately. Get a tourniquet across the neck. Seems sensible.
Not
Timmy,
a tourniquet.
I'm going to get you some fluids. Quick. What's the BP? No, Timmy, yeah.
Loosen the tourniquet.
Slapstick.
Whoa.
Oh, here's the fluids. Let me go get some more.
Oh, take this bat from me to you.
Oh,
Come
there
on,
to
from me to you.
Thank you
Oh,
for the
there you go.
Take it back to me.
Oh.
Anger.
Give me the
Timmy.
bat.
You need to have this bat right now, and if you do not hit 3 home runs, no dinner, just sleep.
I'm the one with the bat, Dad.
Smug.
But you're not the one with the muscles, Timmy. I don't think you're gonna hit anything. Not like Dad did.
At least my muscles do work. Your muscles just...
Purring.
Hungry now.
Aw.
So
I like
mad
the
at you,
bat.
Timmy.
Carry on films.
Oh, you've got a bat, and it's a big long one.
Oh, I've sprained my ankle. Get the nurse.
Oh, matron.
Where's the nurse? Oh, matron.
You're mad.
High on catnip.
Oh, I love it. I love the bat.
What's the sport again?
All right, that is the end of Changing Styles and Emotions. I got everything I wanted out of that.
I never want to impersonate catnip again.
Excellent work. Both teams heartily enjoyed both games, as I'm sure you did watching on YouTube as well. But now it's time to vote. You've got to remember the blue team played Art Critic. We saw a really great drawing from John and some excellent guessing from Dalu. But the red team have come back with Changing Styles and Emotions, where we got to see lots of cat emotions in it. So hit me up with red or blue. In the meantime, I'm going to read some compliments to Felix.
Hey.
Ria Torricelli says, what a nice chap that
thank
Felix is. And that's
So nice.
absolutely true. Let's see.
Talented musician too.
A talented musician.
Guys, this is too much.
Hope Ryan said awestruck, which may have been an emotional suggestion, but I think it's what we all feel as well. And then Hope went on to say, we love you, Felix, and we think you should get tiny Felix merch. I'd buy a Felix bobblehead.
He has released his own brand of cat food.
This is true.
Red team
Sorry,
for that
guys.
joke. The red team. And point to Ria Torricelli in the chat for asking why I look so fantastic. And he said all that frisbee giving her a lovely glow. So point to Ria, please. Remember that. Okay. Right. We've got lots and lots of votes coming in. So there is some love for the red team for that dynamism there. But I think by what is maybe slightly less than a landslide, it's going to the Blues. Braun, take us to the scores.
Okay, that means the blue team are now on 10 and the red team are on 8. So a blue team are in the lead.
What? This is a very close match. And I am going to call the final game, our last chance, our walk forward game. I would like to see these players play the game of Bad Movie. That's a call and response game. And we're going to play. This is what I need from you in the chat is I just need objects, occupations, and ocelots, aka animals. I just wanted to say 3 O's. So give me animals, objects, and occupations over in that chat, and I'll use those. In the game of Bad Movie, They're going to say, I saw a movie about suggestion. Let's pretend it's doctors. They're going to say, I saw a bad movie about doctors. And I'm going to say, as the ref, how bad was it? And then they're going to say a great punchline. Something along the lines of, I didn't stay to the end. I ran out of patience.
Wah, wah.
Which
You
will be
get
the
one
first
clap.
time
One
anyone has ever heard that joke. Can you believe these are each worth a point? They are.
I
And
can't believe it, Kate.
I can't believe it either. They're each
So
worth a point.
generous, ref.
Groner foul suspended. I know. I know. The restraints are off for you to be terrible players. Be your worst. Bring
It's
your
the
worst.
moment I've been waiting for.
All right, so loads of great suggestions coming into the chat. I'm going to start with Ant Bear's suggestion because I'm finding this delightful already. The first suggestion is egg cup.
I saw a really bad movie about an egg cup the other day.
How bad was it?
Well, it made me want to crack on.
Hey.
I saw a bad movie about an egg cup the other day.
How bad was it?
Didn't excite me at all.
Oi.
I saw a
Scrambled my
really
head.
bad film about egg cups the other day.
How bad was it?
The plot was all fractured. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put it back together again.
Nice.
I saw a really bad movie about egg cups the other day.
How bad was it?
It was the same one Ash saw, and all the soldiers got injured.
Oi. Okay, very nice. I'm going to step forward with another suggestion. And Felix, were you about to give one, which means that you're trapped in the box?
It does.
Don't think I didn't see you inch
yeah.
towards your screen.
I spotted it.
Your new suggestion I'm taking from Rhea Ant Bear says hairy baby. But I'm not taking that one. That just made me laugh. That's private. That I said out loud. It's a private thing I said out loud. Right. Your suggestion is 2 points if you get one right away. Legos.
I saw a really bad movie about Legos the other day.
How bad was it?
It really dropped a brick.
Wait! 2 points!
I saw a really bad movie about Legos the other day.
How bad was it?
The plot had no construction.
Wait!
Hey, I saw a bad movie about Lego the other day.
How bad was it?
Well, the scene structure and the editing, it just didn't fit together.
Oh, I like it.
I saw a really bad movie about Lego the other day.
How bad was it?
It really made me snap.
Oh, very good.
I saw a really bad film
Lego
about-
the other day.
How bad was it?
It was the Ninjago movie, which wasn't as good as any of the others.
No point for that. That's just commentary. It might be fair, but it's just commentary.
Yeah.
What if I finish and say Lego, like the kids do? No? Okay.
I was going to try and get in a Legolas joke at
Order.
the end, but
Order in the court. Order. Stop with your Lego jokes. All right. So, taking a suggestion from Daisy. Hi, Daisy. Daisy is suggesting gymnast. Off you go.
I saw a really bad film about a gymnast the other day.
How bad was it?
Well, it was unbelievable. It was all a bit of a stretch.
Wait.
I saw a bad movie about...
Gymnasts the other day.
How bad was it?
The plot flipped 360 degrees halfway through.
Oh, it came back to making sense. Okay. Okay. New suggestion, and I'm doing this one because it's been listed a couple times because my people understand me in the chat. They know. So here's what's coming at you. Llama farmer. Thank you.
I saw a movie about llama farmers the other day.
How bad was it?
It was Robert Downey Jr. in Doolittle.
You know what?
I,
Why is he just
You are-
listing things?
You're skating.
I saw a really bad movie about llama farmers the other day.
How bad was it?
I knew I was going to be bored and get hungry, so alpaca lunch.
I saw... Oh.
And that is the end of the match because
It's totally relevant to reference Dr. Doolittle in relation to llamas because he had a push me pull you, which was a llama with 2 heads.
I appreciate there was a level of skill that you needed to shoehorn that in.
And Doolittle was a terrible movie.
Yeah,
That's a 2-pointer.
Yeah, the decision has been made. You can appeal later in comedy court. Anyway,
Comedy courts.
comedy courts with his head. Right. So Let's take a look over at the scoreboard in just a second. But first, I just want to say thank you, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. There are loads of virtual shows going on out there to help you pass the time while we're in lockdown and being safe at home. I really appreciate you tuning in to watch Comedy Sports. We love playing for you. We got our Americans in the chat who are up very early. We've got our British people who come back time and time again. Thank you so much. We would also like to say thank you for donating. If you can donate, it's in the chat. Both the Black Lives Matter link and also the Comedy Sports link are both in there. If you can't afford to donate, that's also okay. We just like that you're here being in the chat. Honestly, we couldn't do this without you. So thank you for that. Show on Saturday at 7. Then we'll be back the following week with our normal Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday shows. Of course, Monday being a rewatch that we are screening. Anything else I left out there, Braun?
I don't think so. I was just trying to think. We've not fully decided what we're showing on Monday. There was call for it to be our show from the Los Angeles Championship. So we're trying to locate the footage because we think we only shot our games, which is a bit rude.
Right.
So
okay.
we'll see. We'll see.
That's so us. Okay. All right. Let's take a look and see at the end of things what happened here.
Okay. It was very close. Very close indeed, in fact. So the blue team, they walked forward 5 times. The red team, they walked forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times.
Yeah!
Came in from behind and they took the win.
What a victory. What a match. I hope you agree. That was absolutely nail biting. I hope to see you again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Until then, Braun, play us out of here.
I will do. Please say well done to the losing blue team, Dalu TV and John Cooper, and the winning red team, Felix Janeway and Ashton.
Bye.
And give it up for your referee today, it's Kate McCabe. And we've absolutely loved seeing you here today. Please join us again. We're here tomorrow at 7, or, you know, come back whenever. It'd be great to see you. Please spread the word. Word of mouth is our best thing. Thank you, bye.
Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that you're in love with me. Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know I'm happy as can be. I was afraid that maybe you thought you were above me, that I was only fooling myself to think you'd love me. But then tonight you said you couldn't live without me, that round about me you wanted to stay.